Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with a quick little news update with 3.4.2a on the PTU and a summary of around the verse looking at new 3D maps for players, as well as some little sub-updates. Star Citizen Alpha 3.4.2a is on the PTU. We could see that go live for this weekend if the current build, which has literally just been released to the PTU, is a solid candidate. It's focusing on fixes, quality of life, but as of yet hasn't fixed some of the major exploits currently in game, such as equipping all the guns. However, they are working on it. There was a statement about roadmap updates. We're likely going to have a more routine roadmap update this week with the usual task count adjustments. We are still evaluating milestones for the remainder of the year and plan on adding additional columns to the roadmap once that is completed. Hopefully next week we will get a more meaty update that should start to expose changes to 3.5, 3.6 and beyond on the persistent universe side anyway. So yeah, this week we're going to get a little very minor roadmap update. Hopefully next week, bigger changes at least. In Around the Verse, they first talked about some of the new captured sounds that they've got for a variety of in-game purposes, from new impacts to metal getting damaged, lots of crazy weird Foley work that's going to make its way into the game. They've been working on the new flight model and adding some additional tweaks to it based on feedback from players at CitizenCon. So some extra little tweaks there ahead of when it's going to go live in 3.5. Some of the procedural layout tools were also shown. These are used to build out hubs, stations, structures, underground bunkers, loads and loads of different things for the growing universe. This allows them to have a huge amount of locations and variety very easily, and they can literally just add more and more variety to it, and the system then generates based on that new content. It controls prop placement, branding, shape, and is incredibly modular and is quick to create these locations basically once they've put in the details of what they want. They can have a particular location or set of locations generated with a particular amount of shops or a specific amount of landing pads or a certain amount of rooms, whatever. This is being used for larger truck stops and stations, and eventually a huge range of locations will be a part of its ever-increasing set of variety. They can get wildly different results as well in generation by literally having the same parameters, but by changing the seed. So they can go, well, let's keep on generating different versions of exactly the thing that suits our needs, but they can get lots and lots of different variety for it. One of the things with Star Citizen is a lot of this procedural tech is actually procedurally assisted, and what I mean by that is when they are generating things like this, they will then go into it as an artist and tweak bits by hand and place props by hand, so there's a bit more narrative storytelling. They don't want areas to feel like they're all cold and procedurally generated. They want them to feel a bit alive and a bit thought about. Cabs are now being looked at. Apartments can be themed with various props and different interiors at the moment at the touch of a button, and that's obviously quite important because there's going to be lots of HABs in the future. They talked a little bit about the asset referencing database, which allows them to decouple data from the branches like 3.5 and that sort of stuff. It automates the process of what data should and shouldn't be included, so there's no need for manual checking, which can take time and occasionally lead to some mistakes where items will go out that they don't want them to go out, sort of stuff. They are just getting to the end of the pre-visualization phase of a new 3D map system to aid traversal and players not getting lost in an expanding Star Citizen universe. It's called the Local Area Map. It's looking pretty slick, actually, allowing you to see the various levels of whatever structure or ship you are in game. You can traverse between these levels by pressing up and down arrows, having a look around to see what's on the different decks or levels. They're working out the details of exactly what they want to have in it, so potentially you could see enemies that you've detected, or they are sort of like looking at the levels of detail that they might want to have in some of the rooms. They want it to be as good looking as sort of like a sci-fi movie, so there's a long way to go here and a lot of polish. They want it to have a cool factor, and once they have a working prototype, we should see some iterative improvements before it's feature complete, or at least before it goes into its first implementation. RSI subscribers are able to fly the Freelancer Der Max and Miss for the month of January. February will have them flying the Anvil Hawk. There's a flash sale for subscribers as well for the Hammerhead until the 14th of January. Flare for the month for RSI subscribers is the start of a new armor set, the Rust armor set. Centurions receive the Venture Rust suit, and Imperators get the Beacon Rust suit. Buyback tokens for 2019. So one of these buyback tokens was allocated on January 8th. The second is going to be April 8th, third July 8th, and the last one in 2019 on October 7th. Tokens don't stack, and they allow you to buy back a ship you previously melted with store credits. I am away for the weekend until Tuesday, probably, but I have some videos stacked up to be released across the weekend for your viewing pleasure, so please enjoy. Every month we have a giveaway for a Star Citizen ship. For January, we have a standalone Anvil Carrack, the mighty explorer vessel. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and then comment on any of my videos released during the month. You can find more details in the comments below. If you don't have a gaming PC yet, or you are upgrading, instead consider Shadow Cloud Gaming. They allow you to leverage the powers of the internet to stream a high-spec Windows 10 environment to any other PC, Mac, or device like a smartphone or tablet. It is working really well in Star Citizen's 3.4 branch, and be sure to use the code BoredGamer if you do decide to check it out to get a discount. Links below. For those of you wanting to support the channel further, there is Patreon, and I will be looking for an alternative platform as well for people that have requested that. But in addition, or as an alternative to that at the moment, there's the YouTube channel memberships, literally the join button below this video, or direct donations via the links below as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me. Any feedback or opinions is greatly appreciated and helps guide the channel working out what content is a good idea to put out next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.